Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Sosnovka on the RDAllen multiplayer server. And we are joined on the server at the moment by, you know what, I guess I don't have the glance mod anymore. I always used to use that. Chris, Mini Kitty, and Q374 are on the server with us currently. And we are harvesting some soybeans here at the moment. Okay, why is my steering not locking on? Not sure. Okay, we do it that way. But anyway, you folks may notice we have the GPS mod on the server here. It's currently the only mod on the server at the moment. I'm sure that'll probably change over the next couple of days, weeks here. But at the moment, we do have the GPS mod on the server. So if you would like to join us on the multiplayer server here, anyone is welcome to join, as long as you play nicely. And to get the GPS mod, there are links in the description below. Same as the Farming Simulator 15 server, folks. First download link should download all the mods needed to join the server, of which there's only one at the moment. Like I said, that will probably change in the future. Yes, why is this not working? Don't know. Oh well, I'm going to have to go check my controls, I guess. Had my side panel there configured for the GPS mod, but apparently it is not working. I don't know why. But anyway, as far as the mods go, like I said, the first download link should download all the mods, and the second download link should take you to the server webpage where you can download the mods individually, or you can download them all from there as well. And then we also have a TeamSpeak server as well. In order to get the password to join the server, you will need to hop on TeamSpeak to get the password. So, like I said, we're just kind of taking that as a precaution there to keep the riffraff out. Okay, that does it for that field. Not much left on that one. We do have one more field over here. Actually, field 20. I'll have to double check if that field's been harvested or not. I forgot to look at that field. Assuming this looks like soybeans here as well. Kind of hard to tell from a distance here. Looking at it's like, is that wheat, soybeans, barley? Up close, you can definitely tell if you get close to it here. It's definitely soybeans. Anyway, folks, progress has been, I would say, somewhat slow on the multiplayer server here. Not that we're not working at it here, folks, but definitely been a little bit slow. I would say the hard mode is definitely kicking our butts here a little bit. We are playing on hard mode here on Sosnovka, by the way. Typically on most of the multiplayer maps we've done, we've almost always done hard mode, and this is no exception here. Wondering maybe if we should have gone with normal. Like I say, hard mode definitely seems a little bit harder here in Farming Simulator 17. I think probably one of the big reasons for that is probably the fact that the biogas plant is no longer as profitable as it used to be. I know we've definitely been doing a significant amount of biogas, and yes, money-wise, we're still not making much. As you can see, we still have, you know, the starter combine. We do have some slightly larger equipment. We're finally getting to the point we do have some bigger equipment now. And by bigger, I shouldn't really say that much bigger. It's slightly bigger equipment. Well, I guess technically the front loader we have would be considered probably a little bit bigger. But yeah, for the most part, we don't have much larger equipment. We do have a couple extra tractors. Oh, that steering did not lock on, did it? Okay. Yes, I'm going to have to figure out what's up with my controls there. Like I said, I did have the GPS mod set up and configured there for the side panel. But apparently something happened to those controls. I don't know what. J.E. Tedgemeyer was asking in the comments there, where did you get the GPS mod you have? I'm not actually sure where this GPS mod came from. It is one Thomas provided for us, so I don't know where he got it from, or if maybe he did some modding to it himself. I am not sure. Those that play on the multiplayer server, they'll probably know who Thomas is. Kevin was saying, I hope Courseplay comes out for Farming Simulator 17. Oh, don't worry, I'm sure it will. I know there was a post from one of the mod authors of Courseplay saying they were working on it. So I'm sure it'll be out eventually. Just give them some time to get it all done. Just a Belgian Gamer was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. And I went and bought a better trailer than the starter trailer when I'm playing. I believe we have a better starter trailer now on here as well. I noticed sitting in the shed, one of the sheds. Well, I don't know if you really call them a shed over there, but we do have a slightly better starting trailer now. Okay, kind of annoying having to reach over to my keyboard all the time to activate the GPS mod. Oh well, I'll have to remember to fix that when I'm done recording here. Phil in the box was saying, another great video. And no, you cannot dump in missions. You just have to keep harvesting at 100%. Says harvested sugar beets on field 20 last night. Filled up to 100% and about 60% done. Says I wasted a little time trying to unload before I figured out I could just keep on harvesting. Okay, so I was kind of wondering about that there last episode, playing single player on Goldcrest Valley. Like what happens when you get full in a mission. So far I've never actually gotten full in a mission yet. But according to Phil in the box there, he was saying if you do get full, you just keep on harvesting apparently, so... Kind of makes sense they won't let you empty in any way, shape, or form. Otherwise, you know, you'd go grab your own trailer or something, park it up by the field, and use that. Tyler was saying, love the game. Francis was saying, one thing I've noticed with the missions, the faster you do them, the bigger the bonus is. Yes, that is true. If you get them done quicker than what the time is allotted, you get a bigger bonus. And yeah, the quicker you get them done, the bigger the bonus. Speaking of missions here, by the way, there are no missions on multiplayers, on the multiplayer server here. I know somebody was actually I think a couple people have asked about that, why there are not missions in multiplayer. To my knowledge, unless there's an option that enables it, I don't believe there is. There are no missions, and probably the reason for that is if you get like a whole bunch of people on the server and everybody starts doing missions, it's not going to take long to make quite a bit of money. The missions are, I don't want to say like very profitable, but they are at least somewhat profitable. You do make money off them, obviously. For those that remember some of the Farming Simulator 15, I think it was 15 missions. You can really make some killer money doing some of those missions back before they fixed it with a patch there. Ooh, getting a little lag there for some reason. Samuel was asking, do hired workers use fuel? That depends on what you have it set to in the options. You can either set them to use fuel, or you can set them not to use fuel. Kind of all up to your preference there. In the past, you always had to have a mod if you did not want the hired workers to use fuel, or if you wanted them to use fuel. Now that is actually an option that is available in the game. The sub 1979 was saying, press F3 to unlock the 60 FPS frame limiter. So if we check, F2 brings up the frame rate. So we're running at a nice solid 60 frames. Seems like that's been pretty good with the games here so far. I've not noticed any FPS drops, so that is always a good sign. And by the way, you do have to have developer mode on in order to bring that up, by the way. I know a few folks have asked if I will do a video on that, and I'll probably do a video here in hopefully next week or so on how to enable developer mode. Not really that hard, just go to the game XML, change false to true. So fairly simple, but I'll probably get a video out on that on some point here. But if you have developer mode enabled, it's just F2, brings up the FPS, and if you do F3, it is supposed to unlock the frames. Now, in my case, it doesn't look like it is, unless it's actually running at a solid 60, which I kind of doubt. I'm pretty sure there's something else on my computer that is actually locking the frames down to 60. But like I mentioned the last time I showed this, it is absolutely pointless to actually even raise the frames up any higher than 60. Most monitors actually only do a 60 hertz refresh rate, so there's no sense in doing more than 60 frames, other than maybe for like bragging rights for some reason or something like that. Joshua was saying, in order to finish missions faster, go around and around the field, leaving the corners. Since you don't have to finish the entire field during the missions, leaving the corners will still allow you to finish the mission. This way you're always doing work. When you're going back and forth, you have to waste time by turning around. And by the way, great videos. Thank you very much for that. And that probably is a good tip there. If you want to finish missions a little faster there, you can actually go around and around the field there, I guess. I would say another tip there as well, if you want to finish the missions even faster, get yourself the GPS mod. And then you don't have to worry about overlap. And you basically use the maximum width of whatever implement or combine or whatever you're doing. And we'll have to check here and see what field 20 has on it. I believe that's the only field we have at the moment. Yeah, I think the only field we've purchased so far is field 20. The game starts with 14 and 19, by the way. And we did manage to afford field 20, apparently. Like I said, we're really having to work at it here to make money here in Farming Simulator 17 on hard mode. So yeah, definitely not progressing as quickly as we normally do, especially with our crack team of Farming Simulator players. For those of you who played on the multiplayer server or watched any of my multiplayer series, you'll probably know we're pretty good at making money very quickly on the multiplayer server here. Like typically within 2-3 days, we got quad tracks running around with large combines. Not the case this time around though. Like I said, definitely a little bit harder here in Farming Simulator 17. Now, one thing we have done for the fertilizer, by the way, and I think I mentioned this already, for the server, we have turned the fertilizer down to require only one fertilizer application. Now, probably in the future, once we progress here a little more, get a little more money, a little more equipment, we'll probably bump that back up to 3 times. But for the moment, we just have it set on 1 time. And as far as I know, the plowing is on yet as well. So you do have to plow the field every third time around. Basically gives people on the server something to do there. That's probably actually the biggest problem we have on the server here at the moment. We don't typically have enough equipment to go around for all the people that are usually on the server. Ooh, starting to get a little dark out in the game here. I guess it would be, let's see, 1956. That would be almost 8 o'clock at night there, I guess. And yes, I got tired of reaching across to my keyboard all the time here, folks. I'm just driving now, following the GPS line, obviously. We'll get a little in-cab action here. I do like the fact that they've added the in-cab sound now. You get in the cab, you can actually hear the volume change. I would definitely have to say Giants has made some good progress here in Farming Simulator 17. Like I said, graphically speaking, the game doesn't look much different, but it's the game mechanics that have really changed, and at least in my opinion, have improved the game. Okay, we'll empty out here a minute, and then we'll have to check field 20. Richard was saying the new seeder you bought there on Goldcrest Valley looks crazy. Can't wait to see it run. Okay, let's see what's there. What do we have? Shut the combine off here a moment. What do we have on field 20, if anything? Field 20 is ready to harvest. Okay, so we better get over there. What is on field 20, by the way? Seeing as how we have a synchronization here, folks, I think we'll just wait a moment, let it record. That's one thing with the new Farming Simulator 17. Synchronizations are definitely much quicker, which is really nice. Still annoying that it even happens in the first place. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Like I said, definitely been much quicker. And we are joined by Brandon. Okay, we'll head out to field 20 here. Oh, and my combine shut off. Okay, that is one annoying thing, by the way, folks. When you chat in the game, you'll press enter to send the message, and if you're in a vehicle, the vehicle shuts off. Rather annoying. But oh well. And yes, watch, the combine's going to shut off again. Oh, looks like a mini kitty is plowing for us. Oh, did the fields need plowed? Gonna look at that. Oh, yes, they do. Okay. Well, the fields do need to be plowed. And like I said, to my knowledge, it's every third harvest you need to plow your fields. So it's kind of nice. You don't have to plow them every time. And for those of you who maybe don't want to plow period or at all, you can always turn that option off as well, or just not plow. Pretty much up to your preference there. Darth was saying, great video, and when you get the money, get a John Deere 4440. I don't think the John Deere 4440 is out yet that I know of. There are mods coming out, obviously, but I don't believe I've seen that one yet. Oh, Danny had an excellent suggestion here for the Goldcrest Valley single player. You can customize the case for the New Holland and put a front loader attachment on them. That way you can bring the seed and fertilizer pallets to your farm. I'll have to remember that. Maybe we'll have to do that. Like I said, last episode, I just ran the tractor down there and refilled that way. Okay, we got soybeans here as well, looks like. Oh, we're messing a little. That's what you get for driving myself and not actually locking on the GPS. Curtis was saying the 20% discount he's talking about. Well, maybe I should actually move the course over a little bit. That's probably the problem. Oh, well. The 20% discount he's talking about was actually a 20% discount on the price of the field. I did not know that. So, if you do enough work for the hired, or for the missions for the other farmers, you can actually get a 20% discount on the fields. I'll have to remember that. So if we got like a field we want to do, we'll have to see if we can do like a bunch of missions on that field or something. Curtis was saying when you buy through Steam, Shift Tab is set up to bring up the in-game browser. Probably why most people don't know about Shift Tabbing through vehicles. That is actually a good point, folks, and I had not thought of that. I am using the Steam version of Farming Simulator 17 here, so I do have this game on Steam. However, what I've done is I've gotten rid of the in-game browser so I can actually shift tab, so I can back tab through vehicles. Somewhere in the Steam options, you can change the key binding for it. And I don't recall off the top of my head, folks, what the key binding I set it to. I might not even have it set to anything. Oh, let's see. What would I have set it to? Nope, probably not that one. Okay. No idea what I set it to. And don't particularly care either, so... basically, the only reason I'm actually using the Steam version of Farming Simulator 17 here is the fact that I was given a Farming Simulator 17 Steam key to use. So that's the reason I'm using the Steam version of Farming Simulator 17. Otherwise, typically, I tend to stay away from the Steam version of games. Darren was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. Why did the combine stop? Okay, not sure. Oh, there we go. Must have been a little glitch or a bug there or something. For some reason, the combine stopped. I don't know why. And by stopped, I mean it stopped moving. I don't mean it stopped running. It just stopped moving there for some reason. I don't know what was up with that. Tyler was saying the sound effects the GPS auto steer makes are the John Deere Green Star system. Yes, that is correct. Those are the John Deere Green Star beeps. And so if I lock on the steering here, the John Deere Green Star system apparently. Tyler was also asking, where can I find the GPS mod? Like I said, folks, I don't entirely know where to get the version of GPS mod that I have or we're using on the server here. Unless, of course, if you're joining us on the server, then you can get the same GPS mod we have. But as far as where you can get it from one of the mod sites, I don't actually know. Now, most of the mod sites do have the GPS mod available, by the way. And by most, I would think like all the mod sites. Mod Hoster, I believe I've even seen FSUK has it, and all the other slightly less reputable mod sites have it as well. Shane was saying, great video, thank you very much for that. Philip was saying, I must be one of the riffraff. Not sure why he means that, but like I said, the server is open to anyone. But in order to keep the riffraff out, folks, we are requiring you hop on TeamSpeak and get the game password that way. Otherwise, if you just run an open server where pretty much anybody and everybody can get on, that just pretty much tends to result in a lot of trouble. So kind of just a little extra step there in order to actually get on the server. And like I said, it keeps the riffraff off. Not that it keeps all the troublemakers off, but it you know, keeps it mostly okay. In addition to that, there's almost usually always an admin on. At least one anyway. Anyway, folks, looking at time, looks like it's about time to wrap up the episode. So just a reminder again, if you would like to join us on the multiplayer server, links are in the description below for the mods needed to join the server, which is only the GPS mod at this point. Like I said, that will probably change in the future. We also have a TeamSpeak server, which like I was just mentioning there. If you need the game password, you will need to get on TeamSpeak to get that password. Information for the TeamSpeak server is in the description below as well. If you do not have TeamSpeak, TeamSpeak is completely free. And link for the TeamSpeak is in the description below as well as the server information for our TeamSpeak server. So anyway, with that, folks, we'll wrap up the video here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.